Hi everyone, this is Soraya from Twin Flames Universe, and this is your collective energy reading for the week of February 17th through 23rd. And this week is all about trust. Last week we were really digging into support, healing ourselves and supporting ourselves and looking at our relationship with ourselves in the area of support. And this week is all about trust and intimacy with love, with God inside of us. And so there's a lot of healing around intimacy and different beliefs, really kind of digging into abandonment fears and also looking at the dynamics and the beliefs that we have about God's love for us and our relationship to it. Do we believe that God's love is there for us? Do we believe that we can rest? I know for myself, a lot that's been coming up has been a lot of these fears that have been preventing me from surrendering, like these beliefs that I need control to protect me and things like that. But it really all just comes down to trust. And I feel like collectively, that's really where we're all coming into, is this new level of trust and intimacy with God, where we're able to relate to Him differently. And as a result, have a different experience of life. And so it's kind of that time of some deep healing, like deep stuff coming up, but also really profound transformation. Because our whole life revolves around our relationship with God. That's really everything that's going on. Everything that's happening externally, this is what we learn in the mirror exercise, of course. Everything that happens in our world is actually a reflection of what's actually going on inside of us. And so as we heal these parts of ourselves, we see everything else transform. And so this is a very important time, and this is also a very beautiful time just to go in and look at those areas where we have fears around trusting love, trusting that love will be there for us, trusting that we can be ourselves with love, that we don't have to hold ourselves back or change ourselves or try to control ourselves in any way, but that we can just be with love where we're at all the time, and we can trust that love will always be there. And so really it's about, looking at our beliefs around intimacy. If we have fears of abandonment, like I said, those are going to be coming up. But also it's a time to really step into a different kind of relationship with God than what we've experienced in the past. Maybe for a time we thought that God was something that we could experience and then we could walk away from. But we're really learning what it means to be in union, meaning that we're actually one with God and that we're with God all the time, and there's no coming to or going away. It's just this constant oneness and this constant experience of God. And looking at those parts of us that's afraid of really trusting to that degree, we can let our defenses down and surrender to the fact that love is always there, and we don't have to fear that anymore. We don't have to hold part of ourselves back to have like an exit strategy. I think there was a post Shalia made on Twitter forever ago, probably like 8 months ago or a year ago even. She said something about like not having any back doors open, like going all in with our twin flame. And as we know, like our relationship with God it manifests as our relationship with our twin flame physically. And so what she was saying is that, you got to go all in. You got to really commit. You got to be willing to close those back doors. And in order to do that, you got to let go of those fears and surrender deeper. And so it's necessary for these things to come up into our awareness so we can just see them for what they are, recognize them, acknowledge them, release those feelings, those yucky feelings, and upheave. That's part of it as well. But yeah, we're really kind of going, if we choose to go with God here, what we're really stepping into is just a new level of intimacy and trust. And with that comes so much peace. I know for me, I had a big breakthrough, was it last night, I believe, or night before last, something like that. Really recently, I had a breakthrough where I just felt so much peace. And it was a result of moving into this healing. And so it's incredible to really know that God is with us all the time, that we can't leave it, we can't separate ourselves from it, that this love is always here. And we can just let go of those defenses. We can choose to release those and just heal through them, become aware of them, bring love to those places, and let them dissolve so that we can just move forward into the truth of our oneness with God. And so, yeah, a lot of mirror exercising around areas of abandonment, control, fear, not trusting. Trust is like the word right now. So that's the energy that we're really in right now. It's just healing all these different barriers and blocks that we have around trusting God and trusting God's love for us. And so that's it for this week. Just a lot of stuff around trust, surrender, releasing control. Surrender and releasing control are basically the same thing. But yeah, we're just moving into a more intimate relationship with God, a more personal relationship with God, and one that is very healing for us, really letting go of any traumas that we have related to, authority, parents, intimate relationships, and allowing ourselves to experience our one true love, which is God, the divine, allowing us to experience the perfect love that we were created for. And so yeah, the takeaways this week is really just to lean into that, to do the healing that God puts on your heart to do, and to look at these areas. If there's anything that's holding you back from surrendering to God, just kind of look at that and see where that hurt is, and ask that part of you what it needs to feel loved. Go in and mirror it, and bring love to that part of yourself so that you can be free from that, because the truth is that God is always with us and that He loves us perfectly, and we always have it. And it's just these fears and these beliefs that they're just based on illusion, and it's okay to let that go. It's safe to let that go now, and to let ourselves experience love as it truly is, the real truth about love and God's love for us. And so anyway, I will see you guys next week. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel if you get a chance, and also, keep up with all the good stuff here at Twin Flames Universe. This is the best way to stay in touch. I love these videos because it's a more personal connection, and so definitely thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.